Has a doctor ever made a mistake on you during an important medical operation? I have a life-threatening condition called hydrocephalus. The only thing that separates me from life and death is a tube from my head to my stomach. My body was designed to hate me from practically birth. Diagnosed at 5 years old, I was implanted with a device that hasn't seen an upgrade in almost 30 years of existence. Before it existed, the mortality rate was 95%. Now it is 5%. My own CSF fluid cushioning my brain does not drain by itself. My own brain is designed to kill me in a painful way I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. The pressure upon my head hadn't decreased. I could tell I was worsening as the days went. I slept for hours, barely waking to eat, complaining to my father my head hurt, but they dismissed it. My father asked, could it be cancer? It would have shown on the CT scan, they reassured him. A week later, for 6 weeks and 6 different neurosurgeons I watched simply declare me fine. A neurologist found nothing in my exams. It must all be in my head, sleeping 18 hours a day. It was my fault that I had a terrible sleep schedule. Typical college student. They had sentenced me to death anyways. My father stared at me, angrily, ready to throw me over his shoulders and tossed me into the car if he could. His eyes spoke of barely contained anger, no longer able to comprehend just how sick I was. 90 minutes later, they have no choice but to admit morphine hopped, unable to keep food or water down, unable to do anything but lie in the dark and not move my head. The dosage of morphine being up so much it itched. They give me Benadryl, and for the first time in 2 days, I finally start passing in and out. Monday arrives. A nurse shows up, and I cry when the light has flicked on. She's the one who had told me it wasn't the shunt. Finally, they tap the device keeping me alive, the one that I told them they hadn't fixed, and no fluid comes out. The neurosurgeon appears in his blue scrubs, far from his demeanor. Hours later, I wake up to find my father's angry expression. After 6 weeks, after 6 second opinions, after being ignored, my neurosurgeon had placed my shunt so it couldn't drain, then ignored me. He almost killed me, and he never apologized.